Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. This is during the monsoonal rain. Let's have a look at the current amount of rain from 9 AM this morning. It's 6:37 PM, Tuesday the 30th of December 2025. 24.5 degrees Celsius, feels like 27.1. 96%, 97% humidity. $111.2 millimeters of rain since 9 AM today. There we go. People have put photos up of floodwaters and things around, so I thought I'd go and have a bit of a look while I can. Sorry about the camera moving a bit weirdly. I'll be struggling with a torch soon, and the camera without the image stabilization. So I will do the best I can, show what I can. Bear with me. There's pouring rain. See here where it always floods, people always go over here at full speed. They've got to wait for the cars to go past. They don't drive to the conditions. Yeah, they don't care there's someone walking here. No manners at all. Just wait for this car so I can get around. Try and beat the next car. This is where it always floods. I'd show it a little bit more, but there's so many cars coming, it's beyond the joke. More cars out than there should be, of course. Of course, Power Street down there's starting to flood, which we'll go and have a look at tomorrow. There's only so much I can do in the low light. Using low light mode as much as possible. Go down to Castlereagh Street. It's hard to go down Short Street. Oh, we got the trusty dusty umbrella. See where it always floods here. And it always comes down here pretty fast. You've seen that in my other videos if you've been watching them. It's kind of progresses. We're not going to go down to Short Street at the moment. Like I said, you know, it gets a bit hard, especially when it's getting darker. I do have a bright torch with me, but it's charging in my bag. We'll use that when possible. Just needs topping up, doesn't hold its charge 100% well. And I do have a smaller torch that I can put on a bit later that's still strong. Always prepared. The rain dies down, well, I'll be able to get better video. Sorry if it's a bit jumpy and all that, but I'm out here doing my best. I do like the way the lights look on the road. I don't know how well they'll come out on camera. Like the neon lights over at the service station and that, at the metro. And by morning, it'd be worth coming out around 6 AM like I normally do lately. Last few times I haven't really been able to show that much. Nothing much has been happening, but it's starting to happen now. Because high tide was around 6 PM. Yeah, it's starting to flood down here. We'll get the other torch out in a sec, the small torch. This is quite bright too, so we can see a little bit more down here. While being safe, of course. We do have common sense. Yes, it is flooding down here. Castleberry Street. Most people will drive through it, sadly. Let's get this torch out. Keep forgetting which pocket I've got it in. I've got the phone in the opposite pocket for some reason. Anyway, we'll do what we can. It's not really dark enough for the torch to show up yet. Or waterproof, water-resistant torches. But you can probably see that it's starting to flood down here. I wonder if this clown will drive through it. Hopefully not. People in their forward drives think that they should be doing it. Yeah, they're going to drive through it. It's flooded, forget it. Yeah, don't worry about that. Sadly. See how these people do this stuff. Don't care about me standing here either. Anyway, flooded down to Short Street. As usual, as expected in this weather. Wish these cameras did better night vision. Has a low light mode, which I've got it set to now, but there's only so much it can do. Usually it all floods through here. That's the start of it all. Full on. It's just not overly windy and I can still use the umbrella. And it always floods up here where Innisfail Motors Group is, where the auto wash. Yeah, they want to be moving those cars. Yeah, it's starting to. Hopefully you can see. Windy auto wash there, where it always floods here. Oh, umbrella got caught. It's all flowing through here at the car wash. Show as much detail as humanly possible, but it's not easy. There are a lot of cars parked up here. By high tide in the morning, it'll be pretty full on. Carbuda Street, K-A-R-B-O-O-T-A, 180. It usually floods up here too. There's certain spots you just know after a while, like down here. Gordon Street, Michael Street. It's Michael Street there. So cops are full on drenching. Coming up to Pelican Street. It often floods here too. I think they'd have sandbags. I remember last time it was pretty full on with the flooding after Jasper. Cyclone Jasper. El Grasso motors, in other words. They're getting pretty wild down here. You go down further so I can get across. That's the thing about doing this, you got to go the extra mile to be able to get out. Had to do that during the Jasper flooding. Better off just going down near 180. As you can see it here, starting to flood. Stop for a sec so you can, the camera will hopefully pick it up better. Might have to cross over. It'll happen in a few different places, so I'll have to do that. Yeah, I have to go right out down here to get across, where it's a bit safer, a bit easier. Not as much to walk through. That's your Pelican Street, just near 180. It goes behind 180 and comes out as Carbuda Street. They got all through here. This is what I expected. Yeah, it's hard to get off the road here. Down near the traffic lights is where you can get across. Notice that every year, every time there's flooding like this. Reporting so we can get an idea how it is. Hopefully the image quality is decent enough to be able to tell, be able to see it and all that. Get the torch out again soon. It's getting darker. So if the umbrella shows up in the shot. Yeah, we should be able to get onto the footpath up here. A bit safer. Just got to have common sense. A lot of people aren't driving to the conditions. Driving any slower because of it. Pardon me. Anyway, we'll continue along. Do our reporting as best as possible, showing what it's like. We'll come back in the morning and see how we go. First thing in the daylight, about 6, when I'll come in. Usually the best time to do it. Be nice in a car with the cameras mounted, so I can see it all better. Driving slowly around would be amazing. We're nearly up at Ibis Street here. It's super cheap there, just to give you an idea where this is. As soon as the bigger torch is ready, we'll get it out and show, especially down the Esplanade. Get our straightforward shots like we do, where the camera's mounted, so you can see it a bit better, come out a bit clearer hopefully. Just right near Super Cheap, across from the Commonwealth Hotel. Don't walk through the floodwaters if you can avoid it. Drains are overflowing and all that. So we try and get some still recordings where it just stopped, let it go, so we can see it a little bit clearer. Getting quite windy. Sorry if the umbrella shows up in the footage. It'd be awesome going around in a forward drive doing it properly. Just getting out in certain spots. There you go. Oh. Every now and then the brightness slows down. Oh, it time's out, the screen time's out. So I've got to tap on it. Anyway, let's get out and show this. It's getting darker now, so it makes it harder. But hello mate, needed a chat. Thought I'll cut most of that. Guy that's stuck here. Due to the floods, he can't get to where he comes from. He said something about Jarrah Creek. I think that's what he said. Couldn't hear him some of the time because of all the wind and the rain. It's the old KFC. Charles Street. Yeah, the old KFC. It's getting quite windy. It's getting windier. As time progresses, might have to go up here and around. Yeah, some places that always flood. Yeah, you can't get across here onto the footpath. Sometimes it's better off walking without an umbrella in this sort of weather. Just due to the wind. Here's the old Sepoy house. Nearly up to Glady Street. Just the camera, the umbrella due to the wind. So hopefully you just appreciate the effort. Oh, I'm sure most people do. They like to see how it was. Because there's a random trolley. That'll probably wash away after a while. Yeah, it usually floods here too eventually. The Esplanade will be the one to see. Because we just had high tide, like I said earlier. See here, yeah, it's starting to go over. Get a little torch out and see what we can see. I keep putting it away because of the holding the umbrella with the wind. Sorry. Usually floods down there too, the corner of Lily and Lily and Brady Street, sorry. Probably end up running into the police somewhere like I did last time. But I always use common sense. Much as possible. Just when I get up here, fully undercover, the part of the main street, I can put the umbrella down for a bit. Yeah, well, it's worth recording, but it's hard. Oh, I wouldn't call me a storm chaser or anything like that. It's just do what I can. Very windy though, very windy. You can probably see the rain coming across. How windy it is. Lucky the street lights are full on. What's that? What do they call it? I think Camex. Yeah, Camex. Roscoe's, all that. Yeah, a lot of people would be out sightseeing, and a lot of people would be out getting the feed and everything. They don't want to cook, which is fair enough. Get across, get up near the gum loon as soon as possible. Ernest Street, E-R-N-E-S-T, Ernest. Lucky they built KFC up. Yeah, I want to get down the Esplanade, that's the main thing so far that I want to see, because I've been showing that. The back of Bunnings. Hungry Jacks. Crazy, crazy weather. Can't really get photos in this sort of weather. Both hands fully used by the umbrella and the camera, so bear with me. Put the umbrella down for a sec till I get up to the old bobcatter. Not the easiest one here. There we go. Sorry about that. I'll cut it out if I remember to. Yeah, it's not easy. Don't show the rain when the cars go past. You get the headlights. Bendigo Bank ATM's working again. It wasn't working earlier when I came in this morning. Yeah, we might mount the camera down if I brought the mount with me. I did rush. Since I saw some of the photos around, I rushed a little bit of video. When we get to the undercover part, it goes across the street. A lot of people walking around with umbrellas. Fair enough. Sometimes it's better off just to get soaked. Ugh. It's windy. Damages. When we get to where there's something to put the camera down for a sec, I'll get the mount out. Do what I can. Got it sorted yet. Probably up the corner up here. Might be able to do it. So we can get some higher quality video out of it. Oh, we can just leave it here for a sec. Shout out to everyone watching. Hopefully you're all safe, you know, all good in this weather. Might have to turn the wireless mic off after a bit and just hope for the best for audio wise. Town Christmas tree's got its lights on. Yeah, it's pretty windy. Alright, well I'll see if I can get that mount out now. Pretty full on here. Grady Street. I'll do a child if I come across anything. Wow. Can't get over that. Might walk over it. I'll really turn the music off. I'm going to keep seeing stuff like this. So I'm going to show it. Anyway, we'll keep going along. This is front of the old Seapoint house. You've heard me mention that in the past. Sorry, I'm just doing what I can. Moving along. Can't get onto the footpath, so sort of stuck. Oh, sorry. And I can't use the wireless mic either. Pretty full on as expected. There's a frog over there doing its thing, swimming in the water. Wow. Well, that rain we just had then. Oh. Yeah, I'll have a look a bit further along how much rain we've had from 9 AM. I get up a bit further and get off the road. Where it's a bit safer to do so. Shout out to Jim for the recommendation of the IF22A, the torch. If you're watching from Maine in America. Okay, let's see the rainfall. It's 206.2 millimeters since 9 AM this morning. 8:36 PM. It is now. Here we go. So we hit the 200 mil mark within a day. Wow. Sort of expected it the way it was. Cassowary Street. Someone walking through the floodwaters. I don't know. I'm not going to walk through it, of course. It's coming all the way up to the old squash courts. Pro Motors. That's not Pro Motors, but someone wasn't walking into it, shine the torch up there. But yeah, it's all the way up to here. Oh. Person look back. Yeah, I'm not going to be walking through it, matey. You just keep doing what you got to do, those people. I want to show it. I don't want to show the person, but I want to show the floodwaters. There's actually some there. Yeah, I don't know how well that shows up. Don't really want to go any closer to it. But yeah, you can see where that street light is and that down there, the first one. It's all up there and around, just like normal, like it normally does. Alright, well that's that. But we'll try in the morning, see what the weather's like. Behind the free parking part next to the mobile, between the mobile and the metro, that's all flooded. You just can't see it. It wouldn't show up enough to even bother with the camera. You can see it where they park, all the network, truck rentals, car rentals, all that sort of stuff. And there's a car flooded and a bus over that way. Yeah, not good. But anyway, there'll be another update tomorrow, hopefully, depending on how I feel on that. So, yeah, hopefully the video from earlier, all the footage and that turned out clear and all that. That'll be great. So there should be 2 videos from today. There'll be the one, my walk into town. Or there'll be this morning's one as well. And then there'll be this late, about 6 o'clock, something like that. Whatever it was I left this afternoon. And then there'll be the one that's the full-on stuff once I got to town. And that. So, because the way YouTube works, I can't put it as one big long video. It'll play up, won't allow it. But anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay cool and stay dry. Stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.